What's up, everyone? Welcome to Dave's Adventures in Super Hexagon. And I've been meaning to get around to this for a while now, but I haven't really had the time to hook it all up. Well, I did technically record a half hour of it about 2 weeks ago before I went to PAX, but, you know, forgot audio, so, yeah, oh well. On the bright side, it did give me time to practice while waiting in lines at PAX. It's pretty awesome, too. It's the perfect game to just plop down for, a couple minutes at a time and play it while you're waiting in line. I should say in advance that even though I think the game warns about it, if you are prone to seizures or motion sickness, this is not the game for you to be watching or playing. Because it starts off pretty calm, and I'm playing on easiest, or the easiest difficulty, even though the game insists on calling it hard. Because it kinda is. So the game is made by Terry Kavanagh, who you might know as the creator of VVV. Oh shit, was not even paying attention there. A fiendish little retro platformer, which is amazing, and just like VVV, this has amazing music. Different composer than the VVV soundtrack, though. I think the music in Super Hexagon is done by a guy named Chipsoul. Let's see if I can go for a... God damn. This is the worst possible game to get distracted in. I did find out when I was practicing this before that I can do commentary and play this reasonably well. But I have the added bonus of being sleep deprived right now. So we'll see how well that goes. The goal of the game is to complete the hexagon to beat the difficulty, so to speak. So you start off with a point, and then 10 seconds later, the level changes to line. Then it goes to triangle, square, pentagon, and finally hexagon. Hence the name of the game. And once you hit hexagon, you beat the difficulty, and you unlock the hyper version of that difficulty. Unless you're playing the hyper version. So easy unlocks, or hard unlocks hard hyper mode. I actually don't remember what the name for it is. Have I mentioned that it's brutally difficult? Oh, jeez. Easy's not too bad, because it doesn't punish your poor reflexes that well. Or, I mean, that harshly. That is a nasty little pattern to run into. Oh, God. I rotated too early. That doesn't usually happen. Usually a little bit too late. Just too quick on the draw. It's cool, though. It doesn't happen to me that often. I swear this never happens. Come back, baby. Oh, man. Just like the little slightest pixel difference there, I would have gone through. Just keep going. So my goal right now... Oh, man. Distracted again. That's really bad. My best time is almost 70 seconds. That was less than 10. So my goal right now for this episode of Super Hexagon is just to get myself back in shape here. Definitely feeling really rusty since I haven't played this since I got back from PAX. So shake the rust off, and we can move on to the higher difficulties where I can actually make some unforeseen progress. Unforeseen? By the way, if you hear like a little dun-dun-dun-dun sound, the world isn't ending, I'm just moving my keyboard around on the table. God damn! Yeah, that keyboard positioning really makes a bit of a difference, because otherwise it screws with your muscle memory. It doesn't help that when I played at PAX I was on my laptop, which has a much different keyboard. Jesus. Sleep deprivation's gonna kill me. I mean, literally, I'm gonna have a stroke. This game is like ingesting too much bacon. It's so good, but so bad for you. It will eventually give you a heart attack. be fair though, Super Hexagon is the cholesterol-free bacon of video games. What a fucking awful title that would be to have. I would like to be the bacon of video games journalism. Oh, that was just not a great pattern for me. That is the one I have the hardest time with. It's such a narrow little margin there. This one is easy. You just, literally all you have to do for that is hold the key down. And it's like, this is purpose-built to disorient you. It's purpose-built to devastate morale, too. I was indecisive. Tried to turn around halfway through and make the U-turn. Which, hey, if you've ever been to Boston, you know Boston is full of those fun little illegal U-turns. Watch two people U-turn in sync with each other through a red light. And someone else made a U-turn through 2 lanes of traffic to again U-turn through a red light. Cops, they don't give any kind of shits. They were doing it too. There's, like, the idea of parking is an alien concept. Again, in Boston. Oh. Yeah, rust is starting to come off. Come on, baby. Daddy needs a new pair of shoes. And apparently the currency in which one buys shoes in this universe is fleeting seconds that slip through the hourglass like grains of sand. Ooh! Ooh! Oh god, I passed through the hexagon! I guess it's technically a pentagon right now. Now it's a square!
Game over. Again.
Isn't geometry the greatest? Yeah, if you think this looks hard, this is just me not playing as well as I can. If you want to see hard, I will go to the harder difficulties I have unlocked. I haven't beaten medium or hard to unlock 2 of them yet. I keep, like, the terminology is weird, because the game technically calls them hard, harder, and hardest, and then there's 3 unlockable difficulties that correspond to those, and it's a mishmash in my head. All I know is that the one I have unlocked from beating easy, or hard, damn it, has the label hyper next to it, and there's good reason why. So you know how I've lasted 68 seconds, that's my record, my personal best for this, and when I'm on my game I can go about 60 pretty consistently. My best for hardest and the first unlockable difficulty is about 11 seconds each, I think. For now though, let's focus on just hitting 60 seconds and getting out of here. It's proven to be way worse than I thought it was going to be. Slowly getting back in shape, though. Just focus on not dying, Dave. Ah, you, Dave, why did you do this to me? But personalities are splitting off and, like, trying to demoralize each other. Oh, God. Oh, no. Super Hexagon, what are you doing to me? You're ruining my life. It amazes me that people are able to consistently hit, like, the 50-second mode on the harder difficulties. That takes some kind of PhD in wizardry. You have to be a doctor wizard, or a wizard doctor. I'm Dr. Merlin, PhD. I'll be turning you into a sheep today. My eyes, they want to sleep. But my brain and my mouth, they want to just survive right now. There's this weird incongruity between the two of them. Am I gonna start yelling at my eyes next? Keep watching to find out. It might happen sooner or later. Oh man, I love Super Hexagon though. It's such a simple, pure game. And yet, at the same time, despite its simplicity, it is fucking ludicrously hard.
Triangle.
I mean, that's the only control for this is the 2 arrow keys. That's it. There's nothing else to it. There are no other major mechanics. It's just different patterns of lines coming at you. You have to navigate them with 2 arrow keys. Could not be simpler in concept, in theory. In practice, it becomes something. It becomes an exercise in frustrating difficulty. Though I don't really get the frustration part. I actually really like games like this. Because at no point does this ever feel unfair. Even on the harder difficulties, I am always aware that I just need to be playing better to do better. There's no real secret to it. It's just increase muscle memory, practice, get better. And if you're diligent, that is exactly what will happen. And it's a slow process of improving, but the improvement is so quantifiable that it's actually very gratifying. Because you're racing against the clock, or not even racing against the clock, because you're being timed, you can quantify how much you're improving. Like, you can realize that, hey, yesterday I played for an hour and I could only consistently get to 15 seconds on easy, and now I'm consistently getting to 30. There's that clear marked progress. And none of it ever feels artificial, which is, again, very gratifying. Oh, geez. Come on, Square. Oh, this pattern. Yeah. Okay, that'll do. That went way better than I thought it would. 52 seconds. Should be able to hit 60 on this attempt. Finally getting my feel for it back. Rebuilding all that muscle memory that's degraded, that's atrophied away my fingers. Just as I say that, 12 seconds, it is the fucking Spelunky curse. Come on, come on, come on. Yes, good, good, good. And if this looks unforgiving, you have seen nothing yet. This game is like playing Operation inside a rave that's being held in a room that's constantly tilting. You remember Operation, right? Don't touch the sides? Of course you do. Oh, damn it. Again, the indecision is what really hurts. You can... Up until, I would say, hardest, you can kind of get away with having subpar reaction times. Indecision will destroy you. It will cost you those precious seconds. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Game over. Begin.
In that case, reaction time was...
Game over.
Sorry, I had to reposition my keyboard because I just heard it bang.
Begin.
You probably heard that too. It's kind of an awkward recording setup because my mic is right next to my keyboard, so I think it might be picking up key presses, but it's definitely picking up when my keyboard comes off of the table a little bit. And I have it hanging on the edge of my table, which is why it's being lifted off at times.
Game over. Begin.
It's just a weird setup, but it's the closest thing to ideal I'm gonna get.
Line.
Come on, we can make it through somehow. I believe in me. Do you guys believe in me? Okay, here's what I need you guys to do. I need you guys to send me your strength and your belief in me from the future into the past, so I can pull this off. Oh god, everything in my head just inverted for a minute. Oh, scumbag brain. Oh, you want to go this way? Here, hit the opposite key.
Line.
Okay, we're doing this. This is happening. This is real. We're live. Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Triangle.
Whee! That's the only...
Game
Oh, man.
over.
That one pattern that, like, everything is closed in and then at the last moment a path opens up, those are the scariest things. I'm not ending this damn episode until I get back to, I don't know what it's called, the unlockable hard difficulty. The unlockable one that corresponds with this one. Words betray me today, as does this game. And my fingers. Everything is basically a big betrayer. Oh, I'm getting this down. Yeah, awesome. Okay, now I need to just not panic.
Game over.
Nope. Nope, nope, nope.
Begin.
Nope, nope, nope. This is the attempt. In before I die 12 seconds in.
Line.
Now I'm actually afraid that that's gonna happen and become like some sort of self-fulfilling prophecy.
Game over.
Self-fulfilling prophecy.
Begin.
Son of a bitch. We are not amused. Oh god,
Game
indecision.
over.
Indecision into my brain doing some kind of front flip and face planting against my skull.
Line.
That is the stuff that I should not be struggling with either. Just terrible.
Triangle.
Like the game is trying to turn my brain against me. It's holding some kind of deep-seated grudge.
Square.
This game is actually just my brain's revenge fantasy against me for hitting my head all those times. Oh,
Game
jeez.
over. Begin.
Again, the disorientation. Oh god, I took my hands off the keyboard. Cardinal sin. Cardinal mistake.
Game
Oh,
over.
you-
Begin.
This can go very, very poorly or very, very well. Yes.
Line.
Those words did just escape my mouth. Told you my brain's trying to sabotage me. At every turn. Is it either gonna steer me into a wall in Super Hexagon, or it's gonna make me say profoundly stupid things like, you will either succeed or fail.
Game over.
Oh jeez. You know what happened there?
Begin.
Since your arrow is a triangle, I thought I was looking at the wrong point on the triangle.
Line.
Somehow I think 5 a.m. after having not slept is probably the wrong time to be playing this. But oh well. Not my problem. It kinda is.
Square.
At least they're throwing grapefruits at me. That's always nice. Two grapefruits in a row. Love me them grapefruits. I've never tasted an actual grapefruit. I assume it tastes like grapes.
Pentagon.
Otherwise, why the hell are they named grapefruits?
Game over.
You must be joking. That was comedy. It was comedy in action. That was a comedy of errors. This whole playthrough so far is a comedy of errors. By the way, it's not just that I'm sucking, that's part of it. The game is designed to be
Triangle.
a big old death fest. Like, it's not meant to be something that you quickly progress through and just beat. It's very much a roguelike in that way, where you just start over from the beginning and die constantly until you're good enough to just do everything from beginning to end. Is a very roguelike quality to it.
Pentagon.
By the way, this Dave's Adventures series is not just a platform to play roguelikes or roguelike likes.
Begin.
I am going to be playing like some other some other stuff that can be completed, but I'm just not gonna complete it. Because the whole idea I had when I started doing Dave's Adventures was not just like to change the naming convention. There was actually a practical purpose to it. It was just to differentiate it from the Let's Plays, which I consider to be a video series where I finish the game I'm playing, to Dave's Adventures, where I don't have any clear ideas about finishing. I can go for 1 episode or 100 and play games that either don't have a definable win state, or they're roguelikes where the win state isn't really the point, or just games that I want to pick up and play and commentate over for a bit without any commitment to completing them. So I know the first couple games I played on this were, let's see, a multiplayer game, a roguelike, and this, which I'm just gonna call it a rhythm roguelike, because that sounds like a pretty cool term to me.
Pentagon.
Though, to be fair, rhythm doesn't actually play a whole big part of this. Like, the music is super nice, but it's not like if you follow the beat of the music or something, if you move your arrow keys in a rhythm, it changes nothing. Yeah, I hit 60 seconds, hey. And now it gets, like, crazy hard. Oh, God. Did I beat my best time? I did not. Okay. Let's see, how long is this recording gone? Okay. So, since I know that the other difficulties are only going to take a matter of seconds to show off, I'm just going to show them off real quick at the end of this episode, and then we can keep going practicing Hexagoner, which is the medium difficulty, when I get back in the next one. So, let's start with Hexagon Hyper Mode, which is the difficulty after Hexagonist, and the difficulty you unlock by beating Hexagon, or Hard. Oh, it's also known as Hardest-er. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Begin.
So, you see off the bat, everything moves way faster.
Begin.
Your arrow does not move that much faster. So reaction times suddenly become really goddamn important.
Begin. Game over. Begin.
Plus, actually, like, looking at the edge of the screen to see where the openings are is
Game over.
way, way invaluable. Just give this one more go.
Game over.
Yeah, if you're even a little bit slow on that difficulty, you are just shit out of luck. Hexagonist, or Hardest, is not that much different. It's just, the main difference is that you saw there for a second, the arrow moves way, way faster than normal. And that just throws the concept of building muscle memory up out the window. Because any muscle memory you have is kind of tuned to the slower moving arrow. Which makes Hard, which is already faster, way more intense, there's more strobing, and there are harder patterns on Hard. It's not just like they sped everything up, they introduced new patterns on each difficulty. Which don't come in the first 10 seconds I give. I think my best here is like, what 30, 40 seconds it said? We'll see in a moment. So compared to Hardest and Hardester, this, right off the bat, looks much tamer, but we saw a new pattern there. This is going reasonably well. That pattern right there is by far the easiest new one. There is a super hard one coming up. I'm gonna see if they will actually throw that at me.
Game over.
No, that was not new. That was actually very close to my record. Let me try that again before we close out. That is one of the new ones. The one I'm talking about, though, I don't know if they're actually going to throw it at me. It is one that I continue to struggle with on medium, and it's the main reason that that record is only 43 seconds. Oh, that one. That one requires some very precise left to right movements that I... Oh, shit. I misread that. Okay, one more. It's so... That's the charm of this game, is that it's so addictive. That's why that one is so difficult. Requires precision. Anyway, that's going to do it for the first episode of Dave's Adventures in Super Hexagon. Be sure to, if you like this, rate, comment, subscribe. Instead of rating, if you like it, just hit like. And be sure to share it with your friends. Thanks for watching, guys. Take it easy. Have a good one.